As you can see, the canvas is nice and dry. It's definitely not even. The color is not even, as you can see, and the underdrawing is a little bit faded. So I'm gonna have to bring it back out a little bit because I'm standing right in front of it and I can barely see it. Alright, it is gonna be pretty cool looking though. Once we can get this thing started. The annoying part about these China markers is that the way that they sharpen is by pulling the piece of paper off. And when you first start doing it, it goes along this nice dotted line. But then that dotted line just disappears and it just turns into this freeform garbage. This is a good opportunity to smooth out any lines that I didn't particularly like before. I'm pretty happy with most of it, but I really didn't expect it to get this covered up. I'm not too worried about it because up close I can see it alright, but once I start painting, it's just going to be harder to see. I don't know what colors I'm going to use yet either. As I've previously mentioned, I'm not good with color, so color is a challenge for me, and I don't know color theory. I don't know what colors work or what colors don't work well together. I just know that certain colors lie on opposite ends of the spectrum. Certain colors are complementary, but again, I'm not well versed in color. So we'll just wing it and see what happens. The other paintings that I did in my other garage and in my studio when I had one were mostly primary colors. I tend to just lean towards primary colors, I think just because I just like them, and to me they always look good together. When it comes to all the other complicated colors, I don't really know what looks good or what doesn't. I would like to make this painting kind of bright and outrageous, because the whole idea of this painting is just living in the moment and just vibing on life. This is where it's going to start getting a little complicated for me, because even up close here I can barely see what's happening. I can actually almost see it better from further away, which is kind of funny. As soon as this hits the eye sockets, I can't see a gosh darn thing. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. Oh man. I don't know. It's like trying to draw in muddy water. The hand's not as hard though, because I know skeleton hands are my comfort zone. They're not too tough for me. So just even with like an idea of where the fingers go, I can do the hands pretty well. And the skull shouldn't give me too much trouble. But like, this area is going to be tough. And drawing on canvas with anything, I imagine, well, drawing on canvas specifically with this, I just have to constantly sharpen it because the canvas just eats away at this thing. Because even though I did put gesso on it, the gesso was applied with a squeegee and is a very thin layer. So it still has quite a lot of texture, as opposed to putting it on there with a brush and giving it like a nice smooth texture. I think sometimes people even sand the gesso down after they put it on, but I could just be making that up, I don't know. So the idea of these like spindly things going around the eyes is like how Spider-Man has those spindly things that go around his webs. It's kind of where the idea for those came from, the look. I have this stack of old newspapers from the 80s right here. This comic news shop thing, and in it there's this picture right here. Todd McFarlane's cover art for The Amazing Spider-Man number 300, and you can see the webs. That's such a sick picture. The skeleton hand is definitely wonky. I'm hoping that when I start painting I'll be able to hide the jank. And like I said in my other video, it's impossible to mess up when making art. The only mistakes that I'm going to make are going to be the ones that I notice. Everything else is just going to be taken as, well, he did it on purpose. Unless I explicitly tell people that, hey, this part right here, I feel like I messed it up. And they'll probably say, well, I didn't really notice that until you pointed it out. Because that's what everybody always says. I didn't notice it until you pointed it out. Alright. Going a little slower than I would hope, just because, like I said, I can't see a goddamn thing. It's like tracing in a muddy puddle full of mud on a rainy day in a hailstorm on top of a mountain in a ditch outside of a coal mine with a head full of ants. Smoke is done. Hand one down. Now this part right here, this is a little, his forearm's really long, which I don't really care about. It just is. Okay, and moving on to the hand holding the beer. I always get really excited when I'm close to finishing an art supply, like a pencil or, I don't know, a tube of paint or something. It gives me a sense of accomplishment. Especially since I've been just surrounded by these art supplies for so long. And it's put me in this art paralysis where, I don't know if you've ever felt this, but like, you get a new set of paints or you get like a new, or you have some kind of art supply and part of you really wants to use it, but the other part of you doesn't want to see it get used. You just want to keep it nice kind of thing. So I have this, like I said, artistic paralysis with all these art supplies that I've been given. So part of me wants to just hang on to them and keep them nice for no reason. And the other part of me wants them gone. The part that wants them gone is winning. And I'm so glad that's happening. Ah, no! The little lead fell off. That's one of the dangers. You'll sharpen it too much and then you have a big ass thing of lead and then you'll press too hard and it'll come right off because it's like quite soft. Oh, also, I'm experimenting with a new editing tool that takes the entirety of the video and then it just deletes all the empty space that doesn't have any dialogue. Let me know what you think. Here we have moved on to the ribs. We're getting closer now. This is going to be a real multi-day project right here. And the fact that it's going to be a multi-day project is actually really good because I am one of those people who is quite impatient when it comes to creating their work. Because I think that's what doing Beebosloth did to me. Before I started Beebosloth, I would just draw for the heck of it, just because it was fun. But with Beebosloth, I needed to, for a long time, I felt like I needed to come up with a new piece every day. And so that would put a lot of pressure on me to just get it done. Gotta get to the end, gotta finish it up. And I don't think that was a healthy approach. I think that's probably a lot of the reason why I stopped enjoying what I was doing. Stop breaking! Oh, whoops. It's a bit wrong. That's fine. This part doesn't matter, really. It's just to show that the can is creased. Oh man, that was a bad line. That's that then. And pretty much done. I gotta figure out what the hell's going on down here. Still not quite sure what the heck this is. Yeah. What the shit did I do? Oh, I see a gap there. Okay, that's fine. Oh, whoops. Rib. Wait. Oh, I see. I fucked this up right there. I cannot tell what the shit is going on here. I think that goes like that. Oh yeah. Just gonna have to fix that later. I don't even know. Just a bit of a jumble. Oh, shit. Well, this is what I'm working with. Man, this sucks. F that. Look, new one. Very nice. Clean. Easy peeling. Little perforated lines or edges or whatever. Easy. Done. That whole bottom rib area thing is just gonna have to be, I don't know, blurred out. I don't really care for what's happening down here. But anyways, today was day 24, I believe. And I think I'm ready to start painting, but it's getting close to midnight, so I'm gonna go hit the hay. Just make sure these eyes are a little bit, got some lines. But I know that. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching me draw some cowboys. Thank you for watching me retrace this beautiful disaster here. And with any luck, tomorrow we will be embarking on the adventure of oil painting, which is going to smell great and be a lot of fun. Pretty dang cool. So I appreciate your time watching this, and I hope I can provide more entertainment for you. Alright, see you tomorrow. How interesting. I'm learning so much.